back with more on Real Estate Update. We cannot have you here without asking about the market, the current market in real estate. Are we kind of like in a pause now as far as prices going up or the amount of homes or condos that are selling? Where are we at?
Actually, I've never had anybody use that phrase, but that's actually fairly accurate. Pause is a good word. Let me tell you what's happened. The market from, as I mentioned before, from January of 21 until April of 22, it's what I call the crazy market. Every time we listed a house, we got 10 offers, all 10 of them were cash as is, all 10 of them were above list price, all 10 of them were, move in tomorrow if you're ready.
How about sight unseen? People were buying without even going in the house or condo.
Tricky.
Yeah.
Now, what happened is around May the 1st, if you remember, interest rates, I won't say overnight.
Yeah, but
it was close. Went from like 2.75 to 5. That kind of put the brakes on the market. Now, there were all these projections. We read all these projections from economists, and most of the economists said that in 2023, prices of real estate nationally was going to drop anywhere from, I saw them as low as 8%, as low as as high as 16%, which kind of made sense.
Yeah, you would think.
What goes up must come down.
Right.
And so a lot of the people said, wow, prices are going to drop. But for some reason, which I think I have a reason, Hilton has not seen that. Now, they're not going up 20% or 30% a year like they were last year, but the prices have basically remained stable, maybe gone up a little bit.
And is that due to lack of inventory?
You hit the nail
I
on the
learned
head.
from you.
You're the best. You do have a business degree, don't you?
I wish.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the inventory, the situation.
Okay, you still have a shortage of inventory. Now, for instance, Hilton Plantation in April of 22 had 3 houses for sale. They have 15 today.
That's still not a lot.
Well, if you read statistics, that's a 500% increase.
Wow.
But 15 is nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Now, one of my sons actually did some research. I can't remember if I get this right. We're averaging 75 houses a month coming on the market on Hilton. And this is just Hilton and not Bluffton. Okay. But they're probably the percentage the same. 2 years ago, we averaged 150 a month coming on the market.
Okay.
So we have half the inventory that we have, and we have half the number of sales that we have.
So that's been cut by 50% as far as inventory and
if you were an agent and you were selling 40 houses a year, now you're selling 20 houses a year.
I don't think you'd be unhappy with that, though.
Yeah, because of, as my old business partner, who's no longer with us, used to say, you can't sell from an empty wagon.
Right. It's interesting. I saw a chart about mortgage rates looking back umpteen years and how high they got at one point.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy Carter.
Well, I'm not getting into politics.
Yeah.
But anyway, the whole point being, we're in shock now. Do you remember when it was, mortgage rates were crazy?
When I'm in 81, when I moved here, they were like 18%.
Yeah.
So they're historically low now, but we were spoiled with those
You're not kidding.
2.5% to 3.5% interest rates.
I want to ask you a quick question because I've heard this from 2 people that bought homes sight unseen, and I know you always said make sure a friend goes in there, checks it out or whatever. Don't just rely on what you're seeing online. But 2 of the people that bought homes said, "Oh my God, the person was a smoker. The whole place reeked. There was this issue and that." Did you get feedback? I'm sure you were honest about everything, but do you hear those stories of people that had some issues?
I've heard of several of them. My personal opinion was I told people, I'll give you an example. I sold a home that's 1 street over from your home. And the guy bought it sight unseen, but he had 2 of his best friends that lived nearby. I called both of them up. I took them over and showed the home. And I let them call him and talk him into it. That way, if he don't like it, which he will, it's a great house. But he's not mad at me.
He's not going to blame you.
Yeah, he's going to name it.
I think that's smart.
Yeah. Because there are a lot of things you say, the smoker and all that you need to know, and a lot of agents conveniently
forget temporarily and then get in a little bit of trouble.
A little bit of trouble.
Anyway, I appreciate it. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about, you know, I love to always ask you, good time to list, bad time to list. You know, do you go for broke as far as a price? Do I need to renovate? So let's get into all that when we
Okay.
come back.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a second.